Hey guys, how are we all? Welcome to My Way Tarot. This is going to be a reading for Capricorn. This is a reading based on the 17th to the 31st of July 2023. There will be two parts to this reading. So the first part will be love and then career and finances shortly after. And at the end of the reading, I will be pulling an Angel Answers Oracle. So if you have a question in mind, you can ask this at the end of the reading, and we'll be giving some sort of advice, guidance, reassurance, or support in relation to that particular question. So the deck that we're using today is the Modern Witch Tarot. So we're going to get into the love portion of your reading. So in regards to this love reading, I could be reading for yourself or for your love interest, the one that's on your mind. So please use your own sense of discernment with the messages, and please do not force with anything too fit, okay, guys? So I could be reading for your sun, moon, rising, or Venus placements for yourself or potentially your love interests if you happen to know of these, okay, guys? So let's get into this, shall we? So angels of love and light, can we please get clear and concise messages for Capricorn? What are they needing to know? Please and thank you. For the 17th to the 31st of July 2023, please and thank you. I'm picking up on 222 could be significant. You could be seeing those quite often here. When I go to do this reading, I'm going to read how your love interest is feeling about you and the connection on this side, and then I'm going to be reading how you're feeling about this person and your connection this side, and then in the middle, the mutual energy, okay? So obviously this can be switched around to however this best resonates, but what can we get here, please and thank you? In relation to Capricorn, what's going on, please and thank you? How's the love interest feeling? Wow, 10 of Pentacles, guys. Amazing start. How's this love interest feeling? Knight of Swords. Could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Or you may have strong air placements, or this person does. Let's get it. What else, please and thank you? Nine of Wands. How are they feeling about this connection? Wow, guys. Ace of Cups. And the Nine of Pentacles wanted to show out with the Emperor. Wow. So we have Aries energy coming through as well. Potential divine masculine if you're dealing with a twin flame connection. But there is someone who is, I'm hearing, wanting to take you off the market. This person is coming in hot here, guys. Yeah, look at that with the World. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius with the Four of Swords. And the Ace of Pentacles. And the Sun, Leo energy as well. With the Page of Swords. I feel like you make this person incredibly happy. Like the idea of the connection with you both makes this person very happy. They want to get together with you. And they've been wanting to get together with you for quite some time now, and I feel like they've been kind of biding their time. But there may have been something that's occurred recently whereby they have had this realization that they don't really want to waste any more time, and there's a sense of urgency to make themselves known to you about how they feel. I'm hearing about how they truly feel about you. I'm getting this overall impression that this person has been keeping tabs on you for quite some time, okay? Look at that. We have the Strength card showing through with the Empress and more Leo energy. And as I'm reading this, you know, we're kind of going from Cancer into Leo season. So maybe Leo season is going to be very significant. So closer to the end of July and early August. How are you feeling over here? How is Capricorn feeling over here? How are they feeling? How's this person over here feeling? Eight of Wands. Very passionate. Three of Pentacles. Just making sure that you can see the cards here, guys. Okay. Three of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands. What else? Wow, the Star flew out. So Aquarius energy. Do you know what I'm picking up on is the beginning of August, the full moon in Aquarius in Leo season. There could be some sort of message. So it's like maybe this is like a heads up so that you're going to get communication maybe around then. Look at that with the Queen of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy with the Nine of Swords wanting to show through. I feel like you're excited but nervous to receive communication from this person, but ultimately this is what you want. Yeah, look at that. Ten of Cups. This is the thing. You know, we have the Ten of Pentacles this side, Ten of Cups this side, and then 10-10. So you could be seeing of those numbers, but it's all representation of, you know, closing a cycle and having a new beginning. Look at that with the Lovers, Gemini energy. Very strong soulmate vibe, potential past life connection or divine counterpart, twin flame. And look with the Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups, very strong water energy coming through as well. You are basically wishing on a star that this person comes forward and really just genuinely like puts it all out there for you with a sense of how they feel. Oh my gosh, look. The Four of Wands, the 1111 card, the sense of reunion, union, reconciliation. You know, I'm getting this overall energy that this is what you both want. Oh my gosh, with the Wheel of Fortune showing itself in the Strength card. Look, you both want to have the courage and the confidence to be able to kind of move forward with this connection and be, you know, receptive to one another and to be able to give and receive love, you know? And I feel like this has been potentially a long time coming where you and this person have been hoping for some sort of closure in your life in relation to this connection about what's really going on here. I'm getting this overall impression that this person may have wanted you to reach out, or maybe you did reach out before, or you used to kind of chase this person or chase of this connection. But I feel like there may have been something that occurred and you kind of got turned off by the idea and you went the other way. So maybe this person wasn't really giving back very much. And so therefore you decided to kind of retreat your energy and put more of this time, effort, and energy into yourself. And I feel like, you know, you may have been a little bit unsure about doing of this, but I feel ultimately you decided to have this strong sense of courage and confidence within yourself and go, do you know what? If this is meant to be, then it will be. And I'm not going to be pushing of anything or forcing of anything. You know, this person has free will the same as I do. And as much as there's the strong connection here, and that obviously is a lot of chemistry and passion and desire, and, you know, it's not necessarily all about lust. There is love here as well. I mean, there's a sense of knowing and understanding that this connection is one of a kind. It's very different. And this person is actually wanting to show to you that you do mean a great deal to them, but potentially they may have needed a break from this connection. Not necessarily a break from you, but I'm getting more the lines that they needed a break from this kind of, how's the best way to put it? It's like they needed a break in order to have that realization um, of how important this connection is to them, when before they may have not necessarily kind of seen it and they turned their back on it. But this person turned their back, yes, but they've always kind of looked back for you in retrospect to see if you're still there. And you may have one day have decided, well, I'm not going to be there anymore. And this person was looking to see where you were and you weren't there, or you weren't available, or, you know, they didn't have the same type of access to you as they once did. And so therefore it's really kind of made them think about a lot of things. And, you know, I'm getting this overall impression now that this person has always held you kind of in their heart space, okay, and cared for you deeply. You know, even if they've given off this impression that they ran away, okay. Oh, wow, I'm hearing run Forest run, as in from Forrest Gump, like literally they sprinted out of there. Obviously I'm trying to make the situation light-hearted because it was very painful. I'm getting that overall impression from before, you know, being deeply hurt by whatever happened. But I feel ultimately you just kind of stood there and gawked at this person, like, well, was that really truly necessary? And it probably wasn't, but there's something more going on with this person. And I feel like they've been deeply scarred from something else that they've dealt with in their life, but they haven't opened up to you about it as of yet. But I feel that communication is definitely coming in from this person, and that when they feel safe to do so, obviously they'll open up and be more vulnerable emotionally with you. But this person may have had difficulties with being emotionally available, um, because I feel ultimately this person has, you know, a lot of passion and desire for you, yes, but also a lot of love and care and feelings. And I feel out of anyone that they've dealt with, the last person they wanted to put at arm's length was you. But I feel that maybe it's the sense that how deeply they felt for you in maybe a short period of time just kind of caught them off guard, and so they've been on like high alert basically, or felt like they've needed to be on high alert in relation to dealing with you, because they've had to be more mindful with how they talk to you, because I'm getting this impression of being more emotionally detached, not because they don't have emotion for you, but because I'm feeling that they don't want to get in too deep with you, or they didn't want to get in too deep with you because they were, I'm hearing scared was the predominant word, scared. But this person, when they think of you and the future, like this genuinely really excites them. It lights them up. I feel that you kind of know exactly what you want out of this connection with this person, and you would love for you and them to be able to work things out. I'm getting this predominant, you know, issue that may have come up in the past about kind of being more fair and working on things together, um, and kind of being more of a team type of dynamic rather than kind of being in it for ourselves type of thing, and just kind of putting out what we feel and not necessarily coming up with solutions. But I feel like there's a different outlook now with you and this person coming together. Okay, yeah, with the moon, Pisces energy. And I do believe I said about the moon energy with when the Aquarius card came out. So the full moon in Aquarius, or maybe the full moon in Pisces, could be significant, which is, you know, beginning of August, September time. So there could be a big significance to do with dates around the moon cycles. Maybe a get together here with the Three of Cups. It's quite possible. I do believe that as I'm posting these videos, there will be the new moon in Cancer. So that could be of significance. Maybe you're going to be manifesting with the new moon in Cancer, okay? Or maybe this person's going to be trying to do of this. um, but let's get the mutual energy. Let's see what's going on with the mutual energy for Capricorn and the love interest, please and thank you. What's the middle energy? Right, wow, okay, King of Pentacles. I'm hearing I see you. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Some of you could be dealing with a fellow fire sign, but doesn't necessarily have to be. You both may have been in deeper commitments in the past and potentially they didn't work out. So there may be a long discussion about what may or may happen previously, and what may have been a big turning point or a turn off as to getting into a connection, and for it to not be taken personally by either of you as to whether you not about getting in a connection with each other. I just feel like there's something else going on whereby something is to be brought up. Okay, what else here, please and thank you? But this person is thinking about the long term here. Okay, definitely I'm getting the sense of like the family unit, marriage even. This person may do pretty well for themselves. The Lovers, wow, beautiful energy. We have Gemini coming through, and there's your energy with the Devil, Capricorn. So some of you could be specifically dealing with a Gemini, but it doesn't necessarily have to be, or this person has strong Gemini placements. But what I'm getting is that this person is potentially a little bit of a dark horse. I'm just putting it out there, or this person sees you as a little bit of a dark horse, and they really love that. Look at that with the High Priestess, and then the Empress. Goodness. So we have, look, that Cancer Capricorn dynamic as well. You could be opposing signs. And then we have Taurus and Libra, divine feminine coming forward as well. Well, double dose of divine feminine. So this person could be wildly attracted to this more mysterious side of you. And I feel like you're putting it out there a little bit more on show than you may have done previously. And this person, I'm hearing, can't get enough of it. Like, they love this strong kind of spiritual aspect of you, and the fact that you're trying to blend your kind of material kind of world with your spiritual ethereal world. And I feel like you're making a pretty penny from it, or you will be if you're going down of this path and you continue to work on yourself. Like, this is very positive. Yeah, look, making that coin, guys, with the Knight of Pentacles. This is really great energy. Like, when this person thinks of you, it's literally like their heart races. They get overwhelmed with emotion. They have racing thoughts about you. I was getting racy, but racing thoughts about you as well. Okay. And they can't quite help themselves, but they know that when it comes to the actual physical action, okay, with you and this person coming together and building of something, they know that they need to take their time, and they just want to make sure that when they do this, they do it right. They're very methodical and very practical, but also they kind of want to sweep you off your feet as well. I mean, just gonna get it out there, okay? Yeah, look, with the Page of Cups, this person wants to be quite romantic, but this is not something that's natural for this person. You know, they'll have their own way of showing you how, you make them feel. But look, with the Sun, this is really gorgeous. Okay? So there may be some sort of illumination that you want to talk about to do with a third party situation. And I feel like that could be a bit of a tricky conversation, but I feel like ultimately, if this is the case and it's to do with this person and they were dealing with a third party, then, they were most likely avoiding of bringing it up because they may have not necessarily wanted to talk about it yet. But I feel like they can't not now talk about it. Like, they want to talk about it because they want to clear a few things up with you, because they've been very stressed here with this sense of the Nine of Swords, kind of contemplating, well, if I don't bring it up soon, then this person, they're not going to be in my life, and I've missed out on, a great catch, and to have something more balanced and more equal with this person. And I certainly don't want to miss out on that. So I feel like the only thing that I can really do now is to go forward and just say to them, look, this is how I'm truly feeling at this point in time. And if this person owes you an apology, then this person's going to be coming forward with that apology, and they are going to put their heart on the sleeve, okay, for you, because they can't, like, help themselves. It's just like I'm getting the sense of being really giddy and really excited, and this person just feels comfortable to express themselves to you. But it's like not many people get to see that side of this person, but you bring it out, like coax it out of them, but in a really lovely kind of gentle way. And they feel that you're very graceful with how you carry of yourself, with your energy, and they love your creativity, and they love the fact that, you have this very kind, compassionate nature about yourself. And they know that you have other suitors coming in, and they just hope that if they were to come in, that you would say yes to having a more serious commitment with them, because that's ideally what they're looking for in regards to, what they want out of their romantic life. Okay? you know I feel that ultimately this person is known for quite a while now that, you're someone very special, and that they've wanted to commit to for quite some time. But there could have been a few complications here, which, is potentially understandable with whatever they've dealt with in their life. And I feel like, yeah, you would love for this person to come forward and to show you what's what. You may even kind of speak to them and say, look, are we going to be dating exclusively, or are there going to be other people involved? Like, you know, the sense of casually dating. But I feel ultimately this person doesn't want to casually date anyone. You know, they either date you or they don't date at all. Like, they're in this kind of headspace whereby they've probably got a lot on their plate, and if they were to date, then they would make time and this connection as a priority. But if they were not going to date, then they would rather be on their own. Like, they either get the chance to date you or they won't date anyone, because there's always something else that they could be doing to build on whatever foundation that they have, because they're very serious about that sense of stability or wanting stability in their life. And, you know, I feel like they will also ask you the same thing. Like, are you kind of in it for the long haul, or are you wanting to date just you and I, or are you kind of focused on what you're focusing on? And I feel like you're both coming from a very similar place, like on the same wavelength. So this is actually going to be very refreshing when you eventually kind of get together and discuss what you're both feeling the need to, okay? So really beautiful energy here. So I'm picking up the 17th is very strongly coming through, with the star is 17. So I'll be posting this on the 17th. I'm getting 999, I'm getting 1010, 8s, 3s, okay? And also 6s could be very significant, but pretty much all signs are here. So what I'm going to do now is, obviously I'll kind of go into your love extended, and I'll put an extended preview at the end of this video so you can have a little look to see what's potentially going on with the extended, if you're interested in looking at the extended via a membership, or whether you just would like an individual reading. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clear or cleanse the energy, and we'll get straight into your career and finance portion of the reading. And then soon afterwards, you can ask that question from the angel answers, and I'll answer that for you, okay, with the angel answers, okay? But anyway, so thank you. Okay, Capricorn, welcome to the career and finance portion of your reading. So we have the same deck as we were using before, the Modern Witch Tarot. So let's get into your reading. Let's find out what messages we can get for you today. So angels of love and light, could you please get clear and concise messages for Capricorn, for career and finance? What do they need to know in relation to career and finance for the 17th to the 31st of July 2023? Okay. Now, I nearly wanted to say 2021 then for some reason. So maybe there was something that happened a couple years ago around this time that could have been very significant in regards to a financial change or your career. If you think back to that time, there could be something quite profound that may be kind of looking back on, in a sense, retrospect, and maybe comparing yourself to where you maybe were this time a couple of years ago to where you are now, okay? So let's get into this. What? Wow, straight out. Yeah, wow, okay. 5 of Pentacles. So maybe a couple years ago you were kind of really struggling, okay? Dealing with some sort of financial hardship, but potentially now there had been a stronger focus on the finances rather than looking after yourself. But I feel like there's been a switch whereby you've realized it's important to obviously have your foundation and stability and security, but maybe not to the point where you're, you know, neglecting yourself. So I feel like that's a strong message coming through that could be significant, but I'm being told to put that back, okay? Yeah, it's more important to go for the emotional fulfillment rather than just kind of chasing the bag. I feel like obviously, yeah, it's great to have what we've got in relation to our finances and being relatively settled in a career, or, you know, doing what we do in relation to our work. But I feel like there may be more focus on what kind of genuinely brings you joy, or you're wanting to be able to work or incorporate a career into your life whereby you're experiencing more joy, and this is more of a priority for you compared to just kind of having, you know, either a lot of money but not being very happy, or not having very much money but then being happy, whereby I'm getting like you may have had a difficult time trying to balance two different ideas here, and there's a sense of trying to come up with the best of both worlds. Yeah, Nine of Swords. There's been a lot of sleepless nights when it comes to money, yeah, and career. The Hermit, Six of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. You may have felt very much like alone or isolated, or maybe you went through a spiritual awakening here and you were hoping to balance the sense of your material and your spiritual, and you wanted to incorporate this into your work, but you were concerned, like, well, how am I going to pay the bills? How am I going to be able to put food on the table? Am I going to be able to pay off the debt that I'm needing to? Like, there's been a lot of questions here, but I feel ultimately, you know, this was something from maybe a little while ago. I mean, it could potentially be current energy, but I'm feeling this is something a bit a while ago, and you've kind of have something coming up whereby you're being reminded, okay, maybe you went through an awakening a couple of years ago, or you quit a big job with a corporation. Maybe you did a 9 to 5, and but yet you felt potentially stunted with the creativity side of things. Like, you know, I'm hearing one trick pony, so maybe people just kind of saw you as doing just the one particular thing, like being a master at one thing, and you were like, well, actually, I want to be trying a few more other things that are a little bit out there, but that are of great interest to me. And you may have been concerned about putting yourself out there or discussing with people about these certain changes that you were wanting to make for yourself, but I feel like you've got over a particular hurdle now, and there's been the sense of being inspired somehow to wow, I don't know why I heard that. I was just hearing like let your freak flag fly. Okay, I'm getting like pink vibes. So you may have been a fan of Pink growing up. I mean, I was a fan of Pink growing up, so I can totally relate to that. But yeah, she was definitely someone that was I'm getting like weird and wonderful, but loved her all the same. Still do. I think she's awesome. So that could be something in relation to that. But oh my gosh, guys, Queen of Pentacles, there's your energy. I didn't even know that was there. um, yeah, you may have been heartbroken because potentially you wanted to do off something that was a bit out of the box. You know, you have so much passion and desire to create, and you just may have felt like you weren't able to do of this, like you've been in a sense of stagnation, but everything like else seemed to be, you know, doing okay, but it's like you wanted more. You've wanted more. Yeah. Two of Swords coming out again. You want something that's going to bring a lot more fun into your life, and you never fully saw what this venture was going to bring out for you, but I feel like overall you're actually very grateful with how things have eventually turned out. And I'm getting this overall impression, like, if you remember back to how you were when you made the transition from being in a more, I'm hearing a rat race kind of competitive field or job or whatever it was that you may have done. I'm getting with the sense of the association to do with the Matrix. Okay, I'm getting that for some reason. Um, you're completely different to how you were then. And it's like you've kind of do something very well now, and it's like, do you know what else can I do? So how you were feeling maybe a couple of years ago in comparison to now, and you're going back to 2 years ago potentially, or maybe even 6 years ago, or up to 6 years ago, 6 months ago, however this resonates, and you're like, actually, you know, I obviously love doing what I'm doing right now, but this is a but, is there something else that I'm potentially feeling called to do, that I can still do what I've been doing, maybe on the sidelines or a little bit less, but I want to explore something else that makes my heart sing, you know, it makes me feel really good. Look at that, you know, kind of looking out to the horizons, kind of like being fascinated with the idea of having a fresh start, or like fantasizing about what it would be like to have a fresh start. Look at this with the Emperor. Maybe be a boss here, be self-employed, maybe kind of have a startup, like a business. I just heard one stop shop for some reason. One stop shop. Yeah. Four of Swords and Judgment. Sagittarius energy coming through as well with the Two of Pentacles. You've been quite stressed about this because there've probably been a lot of other people kind of, you know, around you or in your energy, and you've been trying to, I'm hearing, see the wood for the trees with getting the sense of clarity about what your next move is. Okay, what your next move is, but maybe you may relocate. Okay, you may be getting some news about relocation and a new contract somewhere. Wow. Okay, so maybe there's something that's happening and it's all going to be at once because everything just kind of fell. So maybe everything's just going to fall into place. All the work that you've been putting in here, Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, you're leaving things that not serve you anymore. You build a solid foundation from before, but maybe you're using some of that investment and changing that and putting it into yourself and moving on forward. You have a lot of ideas, and I feel like whatever it is that you're wanting to do is going to be very well respected and appreciated in the field or the line of work that you're in, and you're meant to be seen here with the world. People are meant to have access to you or see you. I'm getting online presence. You may have multiple forms of income coming in from different creative projects, which obviously, you know, suits you down to the ground, guys. Okay, I'm getting the sense of lots of stokes in the fire. You may also be coming into some lump sum of money, which is going to make you very happy here. Yeah, look at that with the Ace of Swords. Somebody may be coming forward with a contract and paying you up front, and this may mean that you have to go somewhere to potentially fulfill a job, or this could be writing based, technology based. Potentially you may be a little bit fearful about taking this leap, but I feel ultimately this is going to make you very happy, and there may be a few people around you who will be obviously sad if you end up moving, but they may actually not be fully happy for you either. I'm getting that impression. Okay, yeah, look, there's your energy again with the Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups, because I feel like you're going to be sitting pretty here. I'm getting main character vibe, and you know, you're about to have the green light on your life really transforming and kind of leveling up, and you've always felt like you were meant to be doing more, and you're about to do of this. But there may be a few people who feel like, you know, they have to compete against you for some reason, and I don't believe that's the case whatsoever. Like, you're not competing with these people. I'm hearing you don't compete where you don't compare. Like, you know, I feel like there's this air of confidence about you, or if there isn't yet, there should be, or there would be. You know, once you've done of something that you know that you're needing to do, and you've ticked it off the list. Look, the Lovers, Gemini energy coming through with the Three of Swords. There could be maybe a breakup or a separation or a divorce potentially for some of you, or if there is maybe a love connection involved, you may have felt like you've had to choose between a love connection or your, you know, your career. And I feel that maybe you felt like, oh, I can't do both or I can't have both, but I feel ultimately you can. But there may be a deep sense of sadness because there's been this particular belief about, you know, well, it's not really possible to be able to do and have of everything. But I'm getting this overall impression that it is possible, but there's certain people around you. I'm hearing like older folks, like older people who are from a different generation. I'm picking up on like baby boomer vibe, who may be saying of certain things, and you're like, well, I don't quite agree with that, and there may be a little argument there. Hang one. Yeah, you're seeing things in a completely different light, a different perspective. But there's potentially a generation like gap here. I was getting generation game for some reason. But the hang one, Pisces energy and the three of wands, yeah, it's okay if you and someone don't quite get each other. I'm getting that. You know, you both have your own kind of interest here. But, you know, I feel like you've evolved to a certain level of consciousness here. You've gone through a spiritual awakening or ascending, or you're doing something that's a little bit more taboo, and other people may be a little bit like unsure about what it is that you're doing or why you're doing of it, but it's not down to you to sit there and explain it to them. Like, they either get it or they don't, and if they don't get it, then that's fair enough. And if people are spending too much time putting all this energy and focus into you and what you're doing, and they're paying attention more to you than their own selves and their own lives, then they're missing out on their own potential blessings here, and you're about to get yours. As I say that with the Hierophant, you know, you're about to be leveling up here massively, but other people are in their heads about you. One more, please. Taurus could be significant. One more. For career and finance. Strength card, Leo energy, and then the Tower. Aries and Scorpio, Knight of Wands, Seven of Wands, Six of Swords, and the King of Wands. Wow. With the Chariot, Cancer's energy, and we're currently in Cancer season. Soon to go into Leo season. Yeah, people have got their eyes on you, and they're going to be talking about you a lot, okay? They are. It's like your name has reached places that, you know, you haven't even walked into yet. But I feel like you're standing up for yourself and your beliefs and what you feel is right for you. And I feel like you would rather be on your own than surrounded by a load of people who, you know, you may have been comfortable with, or, you know, familiar with at one point, and things were relatively smooth. But I feel like you're ready to kind of rock the boat and go, do you know what, F this. I would rather be on my own, and if people get it, fine. If people don't, then they don't. And people can't really kind of get over what it is that you're doing, you know. But I feel like you're definitely getting a sense of assistance from people, whether that's financially or whether you're going to be offered, you know, job opportunities or promotion, or, you know, I'm hearing more flexible hours, or, you know, some sort of perk or benefit that is going to assist you with your kind of day-to-day living and your routine. And if that is something that you've been kind of struggling with as well, especially if you are kind of like on your own and you're self-employed, then I feel like putting a schedule in place, or trying to make sure you set better boundaries with your work, rather than being all about your work and having more work than fun in your life. I feel like there's going to be some major changes happening for you, and I feel like you're kind of welcome and open to this, but potentially there's been the sense of, well, how do I go about doing all this? But I feel like you're going to have a few people around you who are going to offer some very sound advice. And this advice is going to be like constructive criticism, but also it's going to come from a place of wisdom, because they've gone through certain experiences or very similar experiences themselves. So you can kind of trust what they're saying. Obviously, it's their own opinion as well, and you don't have to take it on board. But I'm just kind of letting you know that there will be people who actually want what's the best for you, and they're going to be pretty solid with assisting you. I'm just letting you know, guys. Okay, so let's look into the angel answers. So if you have that question in mind, I'm going to pull a few cards. What can we get here, please, for Capricorn? What can we get here, please, for Capricorn? For advice, guidance, reassurance, support. What do we need to hear, please, from the Angel Answers Oracle deck? What do we need to hear from the Angel Answers Oracle deck? Thank you. Peaceful resolution. I felt this one kind of wanting to come out. If you believe. And one more. Wow. Get more information. Interesting. Bottom of the deck, we have ask for help from others. So there could be the sense of being so used to doing everything on your own, that you may be a bit fearful about asking for help, or potentially a little bit stubborn here, guys. Okay, I know you guys are quite independent and wanting to kind of do your own thing, and there's nothing wrong in that, but maybe you feel like you've reached a plateau and it's like, I could actually really do with a little bit of help here. But I'm also picking up on, if you were to spend more time alone in like potential meditation, okay, that would really help as well, like bring answers for you. But anyway, guys, that's going to be the end of your reading. So I hope you have enjoyed this reading as much as I've enjoyed reading for you today. If you have enjoyed this reading and you did fancy supporting myself and the channel, there are donation links now available. So thank you so much to those of you who've already donated. I greatly appreciate you guys. Even if you do not financially donate, a great way to energetically donate is to like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll get back to you guys on those comments. So thanks so much. If you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate it if you can hit the notification bell so you guys get an alert as to when I post another video for you and you don't miss out on any future updates to do with the channel. And last but not least, I just want to say thank you to those of you who have purchased memberships, as I do have new levels of membership available now on the channel. I do have a link in the description box below if you feel inclined to go and take a look and see what there is available and on offer for you. If you are interested in an extended to this particular reading, I will have a separate link in the description box below, which will take you to a platform called Gumroad. And also, I do have all extended readings for the bi-weeklies for all the signs and extra perks available in as part of one of the membership packages as well, if you're interested in that too. But I just want to say thank you for you guys for being here. I'm going to put in an extended preview shortly after this so you can see what's happened or what's going down in the extended. So watch this space. But I hope you have a wonderful couple of weeks. I'm sure I'll speak to you before, so please take care and we'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye, guys. You just came across different compared to anyone else that they've ever dealt with. And it's like, well, nobody speaks to me or talks to me like that. And you're like, well, I am. And this person was just like, oh, okay, well, I'm really attracted to this, but they never told you. Oh my gosh, with the devil. Guys, look. You did something to this person. And they were like, yeah, I kind of like that. Like, oh my gosh. With, oh, I'm getting all squeaky with the devil and the ace of wands. Yeah, now this person can't stop looking at you. Oh my days. Yeah, look, I mean, we don't have to stray too far from the imagination what the ace of wands is, guys. Okay, let's just put it out there. I feel cool to just do one card or two cards on the ace of wands and the ace of swords. Okay, but we have the ace of wands over here and over here, and the ace of swords, so 3 aces. Judgement, oh my gosh, and 10 of pentacles, holy F. Sagittarius energy, and then this wanting to show through, there's your, oh my gosh, Capricorn, look at that. That was at the bottom of the deck, but I pulled it. And then I got told to put it there. You are about to have your whole world turned upside down, but in a very, very good way. And you've been asking for this. Yeah, literally topsy-turvy, upside down with the 2 of pentacles. But look, Mr. or Miss Moneybags over here with the King of Pentacles, okay? You know, you don't see this happening. You've dreamt that this was going to happen, and you're going to eventually get to where you want to get to and move on. and maybe even move. Yeah, you're going to be traveling here with the Two of Wands. You're going to have to make a decision as to whether you stay somewhere or if you go somewhere else. This is amazing.